Hello and welcome to Coffee with the Librarians, week of November 19th. I've got a preview of what is coming in, and it's going to be a good one because it's all about you. Everything is about you, 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 you. So give me a second. Got it. Like Laura just said, it is all about you. It's interesting because there is some great wisdom out there about not taking anything personally, about nothing is about you. It's about each person's individual experience. And what we are saying is that is true, but we are speaking on the other side of that. It's true. Nothing is about you because everything is about you. Each person's individual experience is about themselves and themselves only. So, yeah, while I'm in a silo having more my own experiences, you are in a silo having your own experiences, and every other human on the planet is also in a silo having their own experiences, because the nature of humanity is that we cannot connect to other people's experiences um, intimately. We can't feel it. We can have empathy, we can have sympathy, we can ask for clarification, we can do all of those things, but I cannot feel what you're feeling, and you cannot feel what I'm feeling. I can describe things for you, but you can't experience being me, and I can't experience being you. Hence the silo effect of all of us. Now, while some of you might be thinking, that flies in the face of unity, it actually doesn't, because we are unified in our experiencing of life on planet Earth. We are unified in that we are all our own silos having our own experiences. Wow, that's interesting right now. We are unified in that aloneness. And while we are experiencing 3D reality life right now to be alone, under the surface, we are all connected. This goes back to some of the shows that Laura did on Egypt about what is under the surface. Under the surface, we are all connected, yes. However, we are all experiencing life in our own little silo. The metaphor they say, and they kind of laugh about it, is the metaphor that you so often hear about we're all just individual waves in the ocean, that we are all the ocean and we are just experiencing life as a wave. But what they say is that is so true. That is so true. That is how we are experiencing life, is as that individual wave, and that each wave is individuated and can only experience itself as itself. So why this matters? Because they're saying that's the nice backdrop. Why that matters is every experience that happens on the collective is for each of us on the individual level. And they're saying in the US right now, there has been a lot of stress and strife around the elections. No matter what your belief is, there has been around this time concern around which party will take control and what does that mean. And there's all this focus on other. What the politicians will do, what the people will do, what the all these different things. It's all this external focus. And what they're saying this election is about, it's a repeat of, wow, it's a repeat of Trump's first term. Yes, I know. It's okay, we're going to come back to that. It's a repeat of Trump's first term, in that so many of us during that term did not stay grounded in ourselves. Again, no matter what your political leanings, we were either celebrating or we were in a high anxiety over that. Very few of us remained grounded in ourselves. And they're saying not ignoring it. It's not about ignoring what's going on and saying, yeah, I'm totally grounded in myself. That's not it. That's not what the experience is about. That's not what is being asked of us. What was being asked of us then and is being asked of us now is to be able to observe the things that are going on, to take the action that we choose to take and want to take because it feels good in our soul, it's in alignment with our programming, but to also maintain our own centering, our own grounding in spite of all of that, or in alignment with all of that. And what they're saying around that is we, the highest expression of us as humans is to be able to look at a situation that is distressing to us, that is concerning to us, to be able to differentiate what action we can take that will serve, that will move things forward in the way our heart is leading us to do, while at the same time remaining grounded and centered in our experience and our expression. So we don't devolve into anxiety, so we don't devolve into stress, so we don't start hating the other people who think differently than us, so we don't start yelling at our families. They're saying metaphorically, kick the dog. I don't know why that's coming in, but it did. Because of our dissatisfaction with the situation, we should always be able to maintain ourselves no matter what's going on around us. And that is why we are in this, going back to earlier, this siloed experience, when each silo is able to express, maintain, there's a third word and I'm not getting it, express, maintain, and something itself. That is when we have global mastery. That's when we have mastery over ourselves and our experience here. I wish I could get that third word. It's coming in and I can't quite hear it. That's okay. It'll come in. It'll come in when it's right to come in. That's why everything is about us. Everything is about us and us maintaining how we are, not who we are, how we are. It's us maintaining that field of balance, that level of joy, that level of being okay because we are managing who we are. The lowest expression of self is when we are not actively expressing ourselves, but when we are allowing ourselves to be whatever is around us. The highest expression of self is when we are choosing to express ourselves in spite of what others around us are expressing. Even they're saying, if others are expressing something that is of a higher frequency, of a higher level of joy, but we're consciously choosing to express something else, that is still a higher act than just being joyful because people around us are joyful. You need to, this is driving me crazy. That little piece of hair is driving me crazy. This is about you choosing to express. This is about you choosing to express what you choose to express, whether it is high vibe, low vibe, good, bad, indifferent. It is you being the conscious co-creator of your vibration. Yes, they would like us, you, all of us, to consciously choose to always be expressing of the highest vibration. But what they want us to know is, even when we are practicing, part of that practicing is practicing even expressing something that is not of the highest vibration. And they still applaud. The other side still applauds us when we consciously express anything, despite what's around us. So what they're saying is there is no judgment on their side of good or bad or right or wrong. Just because we express something that is judged on the human level to be negative, there is no judgment around that negative emotion. It is just that we are consciously doing it in spite of what is going around, what is happening around us. It's the quintessential not following the others, not being the sheep, not being caught up in what everybody else is doing, but making the conscious choice to express ourselves our way. That is that first level. Yes, then as you get to higher and higher levels, you will consciously choose to express the higher and higher level emotions, the love, the joy, the connection, the positivity, all of those things that do feel good in you. But to recognize that even if it is a lower vibration, and that's why there's even saying like a toddler or a child who is expressing frustration, even in the midst of this happy birthday party, that's still a conscious act. And that deserves applause, that deserves accolades, because everything is about you. Nothing is about what anybody else is doing to us. When we are concerned that somebody else is doing something to us, it's because we're not in charge of managing ourselves. It should never be a concern. Those words should never escape our lips. And they're saying to be mindful of when you think things like that. When you're worried that somebody else will bring you down, when you're worried that somebody else will do something to you, it's only because you are not strong enough in choosing to express yourself as you desire and choose to express yourself. And yeah, and of course, we want everybody around us to be happy and positive and joyful, but that is not the game. That is the game here on earth. Everything is around you. We had this first term of Trump that really rocked a lot of people. Again, no matter what side you're on, there was all this emotional upheaval. There was all of this up and this down and this good and this bad and this judgment around it. And the point of that was to return us home to our center so we could find that grounding within us. So we're getting a second go of it now. We are getting a second chance to return to ourselves and to not let, because it's going to be very tumultuous, and to not let this up and down, this tumultuousness of other people, to not let that impact or rock our world. This second, I know, and I keep coming to that, the second term is an opportunity for us to own that and to practice that and to solidify that. For those people who have it, it's really good practice. For those people who don't quite have it yet, it is still really good practice. What I keep coming back to, what I've said twice, and I hate to even speak of it. They say it, I hate to speak of it because I don't want to be called as like making a prediction or something like that, because energies change and I'm not into like predictions. I'm here to connect and to read the energy. But what they're saying is if there's this question around if he will actually be inaugurated, and they're saying even if he is inaugurated, if the second term happens, and I don't know exactly what that's about. But I just wanted to put in the words if the inauguration takes place, if we go through another if we go through another Trump presidency. I'm not sure why that if is there, but there is an if, and there is an if around the inauguration date. So that's what's going on. It is all about you. It is all about you maintaining your frequency. It's about you choosing to express and experience how you want to express and experience. And it's just the other side. No, it's take nothing personally, because it all is personal. Take nothing personally because it is all personal. Interesting stuff. I will see you next week. Let me know your thoughts. Because I think it's kind of, I think there was a lot there. Bye.